Hey everybody, welcome back to the chaotic little book corner. My name's Acacia. Today I'm going to be doing my Booktubeathon wrap-up video. I finished 7 books. I completed most of the challenges, did not complete the hat challenge, wasn't gonna complete the hat challenge. I am fine with not completing all the challenges. I did not really read the very last day. I did read, but I read short stories, and I didn't really read a lot of them. I wanted more Tasha Mosvik, and so I read more of that. I started her short story collection, which I finished yesterday, so I'll talk about that at a later date. But I'm going to go in order of least to most enjoyed with these books, and let's dive in. Mathilda by Mary Shelley. No. I DNF'd it. I did not like it. I don't know what to do with it. I am uncomfortable. No. Troublemaker by Leah Remini. I felt really intrigued by this book because I'm interested in Scientology. I am not interested in joining Scientology. Ooh, no. But I find it a really fascinating religion cult thing. So to read from the perspective of someone who has lived it and left it was really fascinating and really interesting to see, especially to see a person who is intelligent and logical believing in this world that has been created by a very intricate system. It's just very strange, and I'm very fascinated by it, and I'm interested to read more. I didn't love this book, but it was fine. It was fine. Oh dear! Rebecca Solnit, The Mother of All Questions, Further Feminisms. For the challenge of wanting to do something, wanted to be more of a feminist. And I was hoping that this would have more feminist conversation than I'd had before. It was fine. I enjoyed it. It gave some thought. It didn't really expand on anything too much, and I didn't agree with all of it. But I found it enjoyable, and if you're interested in feminism, it's a good place to start and kind of get a grip. Or like if you're already on the feminist wavelength and you want a little more, this is good. It's solid. I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep it on my shelf. Shirley Jackson, The Missing Girl, loved it. Really good. I definitely would recommend it. I don't want to talk about what it is because it's so short. It's like 20 pages. It's basically 3 short stories. It's just really good Shirley Jackson. Loved it. Brain on Fire. This is by Susanna Kalnin. Stressed me the F out so much. This was my book to movie adaptation. Watched the movie on Netflix. Got really intense, had to take it out of Van. It was a lot, made my anxiety go through the roof, and I enjoyed it. I did not enjoy the anxiety part, but I really liked the conversation about what could happen to the brain when a disease takes over. Interesting. I really enjoyed that. Did I feel like I was going to cry the entire time? Yes, and I did, and it was, because the person wrote the book, you kind of know they're okay, but there was still this undeniable fear that the author was going to die in the middle of the book, and that just put me on edge the whole time. I am going to talk more about the Harry Potter books that I read this month, but I did read a Harry Potter book during the readathon, which was the 6th book, The Half-Blood Prince by J.K. Rowling. 5 stars, loved it. I love it more every time I read it, and I just feel really good about this. So I'm going to actually talk about my rereads in a minute, or in another video, I should say. Again, a reread, Sylvia Plath, The Bell Jar, 5 stars. My favorite book of all time. I loved it. I read it last year for the Booktubeathon. I think I'll probably just read it every year for the Booktubeathon, because I want to read it at least once a year. I love this book. Talks about mental illness and depression and anxiety in a really honest depiction. A lot of people have called it whiny, or not whiny, but like slow and stupid and weird. I could understand that if you had no experience with depression and anxiety, because being in the head of someone with depression and anxiety is really draining and feels a little crazy if you're very logical, and feels a little insane, and it wouldn't be comfortable to read if you're not used to it. So it's a good look into that world, but it might be hard to read if you have no experience with it. I love it though. Favorite book I read okay. My favorite book of all time is The Bell Jar, so that wins. But the book that I read, that I gave 5 stars, that is my favorite book of the year, and I'm in the middle of rereading it for the second time in a month, is My Year of Rest and Relaxation by Otesha Mosvik. Book genius. I love it. I love it so much. It's so beautiful. This is the story of a woman who is hypermedicated and decides to spend a year basically sleeping her life away, and things get crazy and go all wrong, and the medications get all mixed up, and things start happening that she can't remember, and she starts getting into trouble, and it is just brilliant and amazing, and it has a really important historical event in it, and I can't tell you what year this is that this book is written, because as soon as I tell you, you'll know what the historical event is. And I liked not knowing that up until the very minute it happened, which is at really the end, like the end. So no spoilers, because I love you. All right. I had fun with the Booktubeathon. I did well. I'm happy with it. I will participate again next year, probably, unless I am completely crazy, which is always possible. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you loved it, click that subscribe button down below. If you have any questions, comments, or quandaries, go ahead and comment in the comment box. I will see you all in my next video. Bye.